Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City. Daily FX market news.
May 3rd, 11 o'clock America, New York. How technical levels will develop in Q2 of 2022. Daily FX analysts give their expert predictions and their 2022 Q2 forecasts to help you with your trading strategy and analysis, minimizing risk and maximizing returns. Predictions are analysts of
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 3rd, 10:55 America, New York. How to invest when both the stock market and bonds are falling. The best protection from this volatility is to have a long-term financial plan and stick with it, advisors say.
New York Times Business.
May 3rd, 10:45 America, New York. Job openings in U.S. rose to record in March. New government data suggests that the economy remains far from normal as employers struggle to fill jobs and workers seek better positions. The number of job openings remains close to record levels.
New York Times Business.
May 3rd, 10:41 America, New York. Politico published draft opinion after extensive review process. The publication said that the person who provided the document also gave additional details that helped authenticate it. Politico's office in Arlington, Virginia.
Global economy.
May 3rd, 10:39 America, New York. Eurozone jobless rate hits new low as unions intensify push for higher pay. Tight labor market and record high inflation have triggered calls for big wage rises.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 3rd, 10:31 America, New York. Biden to visit Lockheed plant as U.S. ramps up Javelin production for Ukraine. The company's Alabama factory is looking for workers to assemble missiles amid a national labor shortage.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 3rd, 10:27 America, New York. U.S. job openings, total quits reach March records. The Labor Department on Tuesday reported a seasonally adjusted 11.5 million job openings in March, an increase from 11.3 million the prior month.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 3rd, 10:20 America, New York. German prosecutors search Morgan Stanley over tax case. The bank's offices in Frankfurt were searched in connection with a years-long tax fraud probe that has embroiled several financial companies across Europe.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
May 3rd, 10:11 America, New York. Welltower made all-cash offer for Healthcare Realty Trust. The big healthcare-focused real estate investment trust made a nearly $5 billion all-cash bid for Healthcare Realty shortly after the smaller right agreed to merge with Arrival earlier this year.
Daily FX market news.
May 3rd, 10:05 America, New York. U.S. dollar price action setups pre-FOMC. EUR, USD, AUD, USD, USD, JPY. The U.S. dollar is holding near resistance ahead of a massively important FOMC rate decision. Expectations are high. Will the Fed deliver?
BBC News Business.
May 3rd, 9:50 America, New York. Energy firms face deadline in review of direct debit hikes. Some companies have 3 weeks to respond to accusations they have set direct debits too high.
BBC News Business.
May 3rd, 9:50 America, New York. Energy firms face deadline in review of direct debit hikes. Some companies have 3 weeks to respond to accusations they have set direct debits too high.
Global economy.
May 3rd, 9:30 America, New York. Inflationary pressures take toll on British manufacturers. Rising purchase prices reported by 85% of survey respondents, with most passing increases on to consumers.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
May 3rd, 9:12 America, New York. Elliott pushes Western Digital to separate businesses. Activist hedge fund Elliott Investment Management is pushing for separating hard drive, flash memory businesses after disclosing a 6% stake.
New York Times Business.
May 3rd, 9 o'clock America, New York. A dancer's farewell, not as choreographed. Abby Stafford Lillo left City Ballet amid a family feud and a dispute over whether a choreographer had body-shamed her or she lacked the strength to dance her final role. Abby Stafford Lillo retired from New York City Ballet last fall amid a dispute with the company, which is led by her brother Jonathan Stafford.
Daily FX market news.
May 3rd, 9 o'clock America, New York. 3 key tips to understanding futures trading for beginners. Did you know that after options, futures are the second fastest growing product of the financial space? Retail investors can get approved to trade futures through most major brokerages and unlike
BBC News. Business.
May 3, 7:43 America New York, P&O brings back passengers on cross-channel route after sackings. Tuesday marks the first time that drive-on passengers and tourists can use P&O in almost 6 weeks.
BBC News Business.
May 3, 7:43 America New York, P&O brings back passengers on cross-channel route after sackings. Tuesday marks the first time that drive-on passengers and tourists can use P&O in almost 6 weeks. Global economy.
May 3, 7:38 America New York, government bonds under pressure as Australia kicks off rate rises. Germany's 10-year bond yield exceeds 1% for the first time since 2015.
Digital finance.
May 3, 6:34 America New York, Singapore fintech awakes to post-COVID talent crunch. Singapore is open for business, but bankers warn of slowdowns as industry scrambles for engineers. The post-Singapore fintech awakes to post-COVID talent crunch appeared first on digital finance.
Marginal revolution.
May 3, 5:43 America New York. That was then, this is now, Elon Musk edition. Dr. von Braun authored a book in 1948 while he was at featuring Bliss, Texas, called Mars Project. The science fiction novel was published in German. 3 years after Dr.